What up, my Dawg and Pizzle Pickleball peeps? Dawg and Pizzle Podcast here. I'm Rob, the Dawgfather, with my co-host.
I'm Marc, the Pizzle and Dawg and Pizzle.
And today we have the very special honor of having our guests, Brian and Christina, on here. And this is the first time that we've had a couple on the show, so This is exciting.
Yes.
We are at the lovely, beautiful Diadem Pickleball Complex. And I wanted to thank the staff here at Diadem for allowing us to feature them and film the podcast here and have guests come in. So shout out to Kyle and Renee and Terry for having us here. And we'd like to get to know Brian and Christina a little bit today.
Yeah, especially when we always hear about couples who cannot play pickleball together. And you know, you guys are the poster child of couples playing pickleball together.
And by play pickleball, they can play because I played against them and they can ball.
Not only are you guys great pickleball players, you guys play great together, but you're great human beings. Every time I see you guys, it's always, hello, how you doing? Where's the music? So for me, I'm super excited about having you guys on and kind of dive it into the couple side of exactly.
Marc's digging deep already, and I don't even have a box of tissues.
I know it's getting deep in this thing.
So, how did you guys meet?
I love when Brian tells the story. He's so good at it.
I was gonna say, that way to say, ask how accurate he is.
It's just good when he says that.
Now you put the pressure on.
You want me to do it?
No, I got it.
So we actually met each other twerking. But in 2011, we were both married, different time, different place.
Little kids.
We became friends, but at the year there, working at Bank of America, loved working with her. Opportunity, I was networking a lot. I'll take myself. And Bank of America didn't want me doing it. They didn't want us outside networking after hours. And in time, there was a bank called Active Community Bank that was growing. They were looking for emotional mentors. Trying to say, okay, do it. So I went to interview with them, thinking it was going to be for Port St. Lucie. I know this interview, they loved what I was doing networking-wise. They said, we'd love for you to come and bring what you're doing to our bank. I said, great. They said, when can you move to Vero Beach?
Whoa.
I said, what? It's supposed to be Port St. Lucie. We want you to open up our Vero Beach work and do the networking like this year. Well, behold, I have to leave this one now. And I took the position and ended up living in Vero for close to 12 years, 11 years. And we basically lost contact like a year.
Yeah, about a year.
Just like anything else, when you're working together, you're all together.
Yep.
And then after you stop working together, it kind of fizzles out. So I got divorced in 2015, and my daughter moved to mom to Port St. Lucie. I was still living in Vero Beach. I would see her on a week, every week. So one night, I picked her up, soups and Five Guys on St. Lucie, Boston. And I said, during COVID, like December 2020, I had to still wear masks, still insanity. And I far outside of Five Guys, and like an idiot, I ran in to pick up the food that they were without my mask. And everybody was inside with mask on and looking.
Everyone's looking at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, I probably looked crazy because I was pacing back and forth. So I'm pacing back and forth. I couldn't reach one out there, right? Because everybody's looking at me. And I grabbed my food and I run back out. And then and next thing I know, I'm getting this message, Facebook message. And at the time, I didn't use Facebook Messenger that much. And it says, I saw you in Five Guys. At least you could have done percent of it.
Oh.
8 years. Yeah.
Did you see her?
He says he didn't see.
Oh.
He thinks I did.
He was standing there looking around, and now that I know him more, that's probably true. He probably didn't really see me, but I was often.
We're men. We're not very observant.
It's so true.
But hold on, though. When there's an argument at home, I mean, assume that you guys do have arguments. Does that come back up? You didn't even notice it the first time. That's fun. But as soon as you screw up, it bet your ass that's coming back up.
If I know anything about women, that's coming up in a future argument for sure.
Valentine's Day is already over. Now we can just really shit the bed until like birthday or Mother's Day or something. We got free reign at this point. Yeah.
Maybe he didn't recognize you because you had a mask on.
I did not have a mask on because I was eating.
Five Guys gives you a lot of fries, so maybe he couldn't see you behind a mountain of fries.
I was 30 pounds heavier.
So anyway, no, I'm back at my house. Message comes in. I have no idea really that we see the message come up. And I see that starting to disappear on my phone. Christina, she messaging me about, and then I read it. What if it goes away? I'm going to find it again. I don't know how to find it on my phone. So I'm going like this on the phone to try to have some message. And unfortunately, I was able to, and we talked. We texted now.
Did you get that butterfly feeling? Yeah, when I was out.
No, I'll tell you what happened. So I see the message. I text her, text him for a while. I'm like, so where am I going to look at her profile? Oh, she's single.
May not have checked his profile first.
I got to go back for a second. This begs the question, why didn't you say hi to him?
Yeah. You're 3 against 1. We got you now. Yeah, we're going to enjoy this moment.
For reason.
Okay, yeah.
It's with my best friend.
Okay.
I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt with messy hair with no makeup.
I didn't look good.
And do I really want to go see a person that I liked?
But yeah, you want to call him out for not noticing you.
He looked in my direction. He looked like,
Well, maybe
She's like, I'm not going to be the one who talks to the crazy guy without a mask over there.
If you had no makeup on and messy hair and jeans not looking your best, if he did see you, maybe he'd been like, oh, man, that's not what I remember, and not ever reached out to you. Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. See? No, yeah, you see? I got you.
I beg to differ.
Nope.
We just talked about this in the last episode we filmed too with Melissa, right? About everything happens for a reason, the cliche, and it totally was meant to be.
We talk about it to this day. What were the chances of it when us be in that place?
That he forgot his mask, and I noticed it. And
I was living in Fear Round.
And my friend did encourage me to go over there, and I said no. But then it kept bothering me, and I was like,
oh, you're taking it to water grave. Oh, my God.
no, I can't do that kind of thing.
Next week's episode,
Brian.
we'll be breaking out the lie detector test.
Yeah. And Brian, what we're going to do is love editing. So everything that we just talked about, I'm going to edit and give it to you. So that way you have it on your phone. You get in the doghouse, you can be like, hey, honey, boom, gotcha. That thing. Yeah.
I'm going to have a huge.
He knows.
Exactly.
So after we messaged that, I figured out we're single.
Figured out we're single.
What are you talking about? I have to read the book.
After you stalked each other on Facebook.
Yeah, figured it out.
I said to her, why don't we get together for dinner? She's like, coffee. I'm like, no, we know each other. All right. What are we going to do? Skip the coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
So we ended up, I said, why don't we go to dinner at tuna frosting?
So good.
So this was a Wednesday night. Friday night, we went to dinner. This was a funny thing. She text messages me and said, I'm at the restaurant already. I got a table. Great. I walk into the restaurant. I don't see Christine. I'm looking around. I walk to you guys been to Tuna Fresco?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
Oh,
I walked in the entrance. I walked all the way to the back, went to the front. Yeah, fine.
So you're thinking you got stood up at this point. She's paying you back for ignoring her at Five Guys.
Well, she would never do that.
Did you stand me up? I can't find you. She goes, I'm behind the pole.
There's like a pole, there's like pillars in there, and they had like a little table for two, and apparently I was hiding behind the pole. So now anytime we go out to a restaurant, he's like, hey, I'm going to hit the restroom. Like if we're waiting, I'll wait, and then we'll get a table, and I'm behind the whatever. Just so you know, I'm behind the pole.
That's so good.
So we ended up having dinner at Tuna Fresco.
Almost a year ago. Less than 2 weeks.
Well, congrats to that, and happy anniversary.
What's your anniversary?
The February 28th.
Yeah, we were talking about
getting
that.
married. John and
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My anniversary is February 26th.
Is it? Well,
20 years.
Happy
Congrats.
anniversary.
Thank you. I think I was the only sober person at my wedding. I was 4 months sober at the time, but no, but yeah,
I figured out the math.
He did the math.
You married 20, and I knew you said you were sober 20, and I'm like, who came first?
yes.
We ended up having a great dinner. We spent like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's best.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was just like we're totally catching up. Like we didn't miss a beat.
Yeah. Right where you left off.
And so anyway, fast forward a couple of months, I was talking to her the whole time about playing pickleball because I was already playing for like a year already.
Yeah.
Convinced her that we need to try it out.
Well, because I was going to go back to tennis because I played tennis in high school. And then, I'm going to get back into tennis, find something to do. Have you played any sports in 20 years? You need to come try this. Is that for old people? Like,
this was funny. So I was playing at the time. I was a member near office. I lived there. She came up one morning, and I'm like, we're going to go play. It's a Saturday morning, and sports are on Saturday morning, and they have a rotation paddles in. I knew there was going to be no place to paddle. Am I going to get her to try it? I said, you know what? Let's get in the car. Drives, forget shopping center. in the back, nobody parked there, empty. And I said, we're going to get out and we're going to hit the ball over here. And we got out of the car. It was freezing.
In February. Freezing.
And you
5
hit
years
the ball
ago.
back and forth. You got this. This is,
Oh
10
yeah,
minutes
I
away.
got this.
10 minutes. Let's go. We could go to the court. Like, what are you talking about? I just hit the ball for 10 minutes. Said before this.
And then
We jump when we go to honest, you get there. And he's,
they kicked my ass. You can bleep that out.
You're beating them now, though, right? This group of people, I'm sure. Because I've seen you guys play together, and you guys play great.
But they killed me.
I was like, put the test of me. I'm gonna be sorry.
I came from racquetball and the same deal. I mean, there'd be like 80-year-olds on the court, and I'm like, oh, I got this. I can outrun this guy. And he didn't move. He literally just stood in the middle of the court and commanded it.
But there was one guy that, I shit you not, 24 years old, married. He was married at the time, 27 years. Driving a convertible car into my ass all up. It might be all of them
It's
when I first
crazy.
started playing. So I said, don't underestimate anything. And she learned pretty quickly.
What do you feel is the biggest difference between pickleball and tennis?
Obviously, the court's smaller. Pickleball is by far way more social than tennis ever was. It's much easier to pick up. It's just a blast. When I was done playing tennis, I never was like, ooh, I wish I was playing more tennis. It just wasn't anywhere near as fun or wanting to do it again. It's super addictive.
In last week's episode, we interviewed Melissa, who's a good friend of yours, and we've played together and practiced together and stuff. And she said the same exact thing, that like pickleball, she felt like more of a connection with people and more of a community.
So we playing at Dawgfather. We probably met like 50 to 100 people.
Easy.
As they do the rotation.
It's big there too, yeah.
Then the hard part was getting her to move to the next level. Playing
I was happy at my 3-0 comfort zone.
Pocahontas, there's 12 courts, 6 on one side, 6 on the other. The 6 on one side are called the south side. The dark side was the advanced.
Oh, yeah. Those people.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
kinds of people.
We were getting to the point it was bothering people who were playing on the south side.
You're getting
You don't belong there anymore. Yep. You're getting looks, side eye.
You don't belong.
You're on the wrong side of the tracks now.
pretty much
And I couldn't convince her. It took me like
a while.
probably 4 months.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Just gotta try it. Just gotta get in and just take our lumps and move on and get to the other side. And finally we did it. And we've been playing together since.
Yeah.
So 4 years.
2021. You know,
Well, it's like, what's your marriage anniversary? Hell, I don't know. But then you forget how long you've been playing pickleball together. You're on the couch.
it's
What's the day? I
It's
mean,
ingrained.
what are you
in
getting
the
there for her pickleball anniversary?
I
At
don't
all?
even know what day it is, so I can't even be like, it's our anniversary for
Oh, you just make it up. We'll have to go with it. You guys are always good about that. We played our first game on this.
I played in the Target parking lot on whatever
Yeah.
day.
Try to
I
avoid Target
got to make a
as
joke
best
because I know
as
you
I
guys
can.
well enough. What else did you guys do in the parking lot? I'm like,
And this is how-
to see me turn around.
Yeah,
This is how we got that E rating.
I just keep on going here. This is great. Forget the script. We don't need it now. So, yeah, because you can get in the comfort zone of the, and which is great because we always talk about newcomers too. It's comfortable not pitting yourself uncomfortable, right? It's sometimes better just to, we think, sit to the side and not push yourself to maybe go play with somebody or jump on a challenge court. And so how did you get through wanting to go to the next relationships on the line here?
Yeah.
Was it like, if you don't do this, we're done.
I'm going to 5 guys and I'm looking for a need.
Yeah, exactly.
I have so much confidence in what Brian thinks and what he, like, I know he knew pickleball better
Yeah.
than I did, and he could see things. He still does. He can still see things in me that maybe I can't see in that moment, and vice versa. So I just trust him, and he's just finally convinced me that we'll be okay. It'll be fine. And I'm at the stage now where I'm just like, let's just try it. Let's just try it. If it sucks, we don't do it again, or we'll build confidence to, as we go along. But you have to throw yourself into the mix. Like, that's what I've decided.
Like with anything, and I don't know if you guys are the same way. Like my wife will tell me something and I'll say, okay, yeah, yep. And then somebody else tells me something and it's the same thing and like gospel, like, oh, this is, it's just like, I've been telling you this for so long. So on the pickleball court, do you got, like, how does that work with offering questions on court
You're pulling.
coaching? Do you give advice to players afterwards, or
It's evolved over time. At the beginning, I was feeling like I could coach her. Then, fast forward 5 years.
It's 5. It is 5.
Now it's more like if I say something. So I'll tell you when it evolved. We were playing in a tournament, and I remember we were playing in a gold medal match, and this is when the scale tipped over. I'm telling her, we need to change this. Ryan, just let me play my fucking game.
She remembers exactly where.
But that was years ago.
He hasn't said a word on the court since. I gotta give Christina a shout out here for a second, right? Because this is the first time I ever heard a woman admit that a man knew something more than she did. But he said he knew pickleball, right? Because my wife would never admit that about me.
No, I mean, he does, but then it has evolved. And so there's still plenty of times where we're playing and I'm like, we'll take a timeout and I'm like, just let me breathe. Because for me, it's so stressful. I know I'm messing up. I know in my mind, what I should be doing. And maybe I just can't get to that point. And I'm like, I don't need you to come tell me that I'm not doing it. Cause I already know I'm not doing it. But he's good where he'll be like, okay, I'm just going to let her figure it out, because he's said it to me a million times. At this level that we're playing now, if I can't carry myself, he can't carry me. We both have to stand on our own. When you play 3-0, he could sometimes take over and cover for both. But at this level, I have to be able to work it. I can't just rely on Brian to pick me up. So
rather tell each other during a match. That's why if he see one or the other, this your thing is at a row. It's like, okay, they're going to come out. She's going to come out. She's going to start to get back into her game. Now it's just a matter of when. I don't want another 3 points to go away, but come out of it. And so we do. But we talk about.
And we try to.
Smart advice, yeah, because the last thing you want to hear is somebody telling you what you're doing wrong when you already know.
In the middle.
Well, I still do it sometimes, and I just don't look like I'm going to rip your head off.
Which is, you should do, because like Blake mentioned, we had Blake on, he was talking about how he'll play with some of the people he coaches, and they'll ask him, hey, what am I doing? And it's the worst time to give advice, maybe a drill later on.
Yeah. For us as a couple, we always leave it on the court. But if we have words, it's usually me. Even by the time we get to the car, we're already putting it behind us, and we'll talk about it, and then that's it. It's a game. It's working together as a team.
Is there ever a car ride home where it's quiet?
There's been plane
rides. Wow.
So Aaron and I have played together rec a lot of times, and we decided a few months back we were going to play our first tournament together. And a couple weeks before we start practicing, and we go to the courts and we play. And, I roll my eyes, I make a comment here and there. And the vibe on the court is like when we were backing up the camper. It's just that ugly, like she's not talking to me. She's not looking at me. That's okay during rec play. And so I said, if we're going to play the tournament together, I said, there has to be a rule. Whatever is said or happens during that point, I'm like, next point needs to be a reset, and it's got to be out of our minds and forgotten. And we were able to execute that flawlessly. And I was shocked because I'm thinking this is not going to work when you try to set that boundary. But it worked out well for us. Yeah. Do you guys set those kind of boundaries when you play together too, about race, what happened last point and stuff?
Yeah. We always try to say whatever happens during that point, put it behind you, move on to the next point. Because you're busy thinking about that last point or what somebody said or did or missed, or I hit the ball that was going out, because I do that.
Well, I think that's a big thing and that's where a lot of sports is mindset. And sometimes we focus more on the skills, but the mind is not there. It doesn't really matter what skills you have, because you have played, we all have, against players who are exceptionally talented, exceptionally skilled, and you watch them get into their own head. And then to your line earlier, it goes to hell in a handbasket super quick.
Yeah.
And then you feel that run coming on for yourselves, because that person, or even ourselves, when we get in our own heads. And that's something lately I've been working on a lot, because I can get way up there, right? That I'm so focused about the last shot that A, like you mentioned, I'm taking away the fun, and B, I'm trying to get my next point is trying to get 5 points to make up the one bad shot. And there's no 5-point shots in pickleball. Yeah.
It's so much of a mental game. So much.
It is. It is. And especially then when you play your spouse on top of that. And that's a testament to really how strong of a relationship that you guys have. And yeah, okay, jokingly, haha, it's pickleball. But if you look at the rest of the people who go out there with their spouses, they go to one court, the other person goes to the other court.
Yeah.
Right? Say you played tennis in the past.
Yeah.
That was your sport leading up to pickleball.
Yeah.
Brian, what about you?
I played racquetball.
I came from racquetball too. Did you struggle? Like when I came from racquetball to pickleball, the first 4 months I played, I think I hit every ball out.
Everybody starts that way too.
I think we met because I reached out on Facebook, like in the Whispering Pines group, and I was looking for a pickleball coach. So Brian was my first pickleball coach, actually. And are you still doing that? Not so much? Okay. But yeah, he was awesome, relatable. We had like on-court time. We played together, and he trained me and Kim at first. And then my wife, Erin, signed up with lessons from him. That's how we got to know each other.
Yeah, it was fun watching you guys golf. Still is.
It is cool.
And I tell her all the time.
I think it's great.
Yeah, and he was coaching us, and then like he came to me and Kim's match when we were playing in the finals one day, and he's like on the sidelines, and we're like call timeout. He's like, do this, do that. We felt like so freaking legit. Like we got our own coach here in our corner. It was like a boxing match. You go in the corner and to put the Vaseline on your eye. And so who is more competitive out of you two?
It's pretty even.
Yeah, me and my wife are the same way. We're both super competitive at anything.
We go all out against each other, playing together. It doesn't matter.
You guys, like when you play games, like Lori and I, we don't care if we were playing like us 5 right now or 6, as Aaron's here, playing a game. I don't care if the other 5 or 4 of you win. I just don't want her to win.
Yes.
You guys get that competitive.
Yeah.
So from racquetball, tennis to pickleball, you guys both have well-rounded games. What is each of your strengths and what's each of your weaknesses?
Jeez.
Let's write down the weaknesses. I'm sure I'll be playing them in a tournament.
You know what, you're going to laugh at me. I'm going to say that my number one weakness is not holding my paddle up.
What is it?
Not holding my paddle up.
Yes.
I get to the net and sometimes I'm so good about it. And then there's times just falls and he's like, hold your paddle up. And I would say that for me, that's how I feel. I can't. But then I can get into a hands battle. Like when my paddle's up, I'm great. But when it's down, y'all are catching me and it's easy to sit.
How many tournaments would you say you guys have played together right now at this point? Because I probably have seen you play, and I probably played against you in 3 tournaments and stuff, but I've seen you guys in other tournaments too, because you guys played at a higher level than me. So as I was coming up, I was watching you guys play in tournaments at different places.
2022 was the year of pickleball and travel.
Traveling.
It was so much fun.
We were probably in a ton different states, and it makes all the weekends out of it. You go and see things where we were playing.
I'm going to say we've been in 40 tournaments.
Yeah.
We've played so many. Yeah. Every time our kids turned around, I was, where are you going now? Oh, we're going to North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, California, Vegas. So I'll see you later.
So one of the things we try to do with the podcast is try to get like people introduced to the sport or like help them with tips to level up and stuff. So what would be some advice to being that you're seasoned tournament players would you give to players who are trying to get involved in tournaments?
Should definitely be gold medaling, in my opinion, before you're moving up to the next level.
Get people mad at you for playing.
Yeah, totally.
And that you need to.
I got to give you guys credit. I mean, playing together as much as you do on the court and being able to maintain a relationship, that's awesome. I think like Erin would probably kill me if she had to play with me all day long, just because like the side eye and the rolling and the comments and stuff like that. Yeah.
You got to watch that.
I'll make a side eye. I'll roll my eyes. I'll make comments. When I make a mistake, Erin laughs. And that drives me freaking nuts. I'm like, what are you laughing about? Like, he's like, I was just like nervous laughing. I don't know. Like, didn't say anything bad. I'm like, you laughed at my shot.
She's so sweet. I can't imagine her laughing at you.
Okay.
I try to do it when I'm walking back to the basement.
He goes, and I already see it. Like, he thinks I don't turn around and see, and it's like head shake, total head shake.
How often do you guys drill?
Not enough.
Why not? Why do you? So
it's boring,
coach
right?
me, yeah.
It's so important, though.
It is very important.
And I really want to keep trying.
Like now we're working on the MLP team. This is an MLP league coming up in March.
Yeah, that team that's full that you told me already. I asked if you needed a sub and you said no.
Yeah, that's the team.
Okay, yeah.
He's not bitter about it.
Ready to play with you in the tournament.
That was a charity case, I know. But
This is a charity tournament. Or
I'm a charity.
Jordan's on your team. I know Jordan. He's playing on Pinstripe Picklers now with you guys.
What we're starting to do is instead of just practicing being playing back bands together, we're critiquing each other. What did we do well? What do you need to change? Also telling them what are you doing well?
Yeah.
What are you doing good? Keep doing this. And why did you stop doing it? What do you
Yeah.
So we got to balance it out.
That's great advice. Some people may want to give others advice and they might think, I don't know if this person's open to it, but having a candid conversation after a game and say, hey, what could I have done better against you? And opening that line of communication is important because then that person knows that you're willing to receive advice and you feel comfortable with it.
And you can ask it this way. I don't say this. I'd like seeing something that I'm being about or what I think is getting better.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way of it. Yeah.
If they say, I don't want to hear anything, or now it's not a good time, let's do it after. So,
Yeah.
But most of the time, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I could call you out. That, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. If you have somebody on a team with you or you play rec with that doesn't want feedback and thinks they're too good for it, that's probably not somebody you want on your team anyway.
So, yeah.
Because you got to be able to, a team is all about communication and trying to work together.
One piece of advice I can give you guys, I always have to break the ice. I'm driving.
I'll sit in silence.
Why do we always have to break the ice? Why don't they ever break the ice? It's
Sit
always on.
as long as I have to in silence.
Because they're so good at that.
I can't take it.
What was that?
I get to hour 2 and I'm.
Oh, yeah.
I can't take.
Oh, they can sit like a freaking like a meditation retreat. They can like eat it.
The next hour, I'm thinking, how am I going to bring?
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. Sometimes I'm thinking, is she mad or is she mad at me?
But the worst part is during that conversation with
How do I
us in
figure
our
out
head,
that?
they have that skill and that ability to jump in that conversation in our head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So here, what I figured out that I tried to do is break the ice by saying something I did wrong.
It does work.
No, I'll tell them.
Jump on the grenade. Take the blame.
You heard me say it. If I didn't hit that damn shot, or if I didn't miss that shot, then we would have had a different outcome of the game, and then we could go to sleep.
And the floodgates open up.
Some advice that I give the players, and I'm not in a position to give anybody advice, but I always say when one of my teammates will say I screwed up that shot. We're a team, and that game did not come down to one play. It came down to the whole 20 minutes of what happened there. And don't get down on yourself because it's not one play. It's a series of events that led up to that score. I have gone out there and completely bombed for the whole 15 minutes, and I do it regularly.
yeah. Hey, you're that consistent. You bombed there. You bombed the podcast. I mean,
Guilty, but I can take good critique.
The other thing that I would suggest to people is try to stay with the same partner. The more that you change partners, the harder it is because you have to know where. I know where she.
Yeah,
where she,
he knows my game. He knows what I'm going to do.
He knows where I'm hitting the ball. When's the next play? If you're changing partners all the time, that's never good.
We can almost pre-read each other. Like, we don't even have to talk about it half the time. I already know his shots.
We'll see some of you guys in tournaments and playing well and playing.
Yeah, you get a great partner.
I'm not sure why that happens, actually. It's kind of weird. Right?
So transient.
These guys did good enough.
Yeah, I'm like, what happened?
Why are they not being? You see it in the pros, like Anna Lee and Patrick Correcto played a long. They played 3 years together, and they won a crap ton of tournaments together. And
They split up,
realized we're not going to get any better than their view.
but they were already at the top. How do you get better at the top?
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I would suggest. Then I've not been able to find the right Mets partner to stay with.
Pit me in.
I have the same
Put 'em in,
problem with
coach.
women's. I have the exact
Dying, but you won't take me up on a tournament.
Well, I'm a little resentful from you not let me play in the NLP. That's it.
Really?
That's
Really?
it. That's
No.
it. Off camera, I'll tell you what happened with the tournament upcoming, but we do have other tournaments upcoming that we can play in. So I'm also open to traveling anywhere in the States. As long as, honey, I'll ask you first before I book a trust.
good.
So, as a couple that's played in 40, 50 plus tournaments together, what's some advice you'd give to another couple that is planning on playing together?
Leave it on the court.
There you go.
If you have a
Solid,
fight on
right?
the court, you don't like what happened on the court, don't let it affect your real relationship.
So don't take 2 hours on the car ride home to say something.
Sometimes that's better because then you don't say anything.
But on the court,
Identify your strong suits, stick in that. And that's how you guys do it. You pick your battle, but also you pick you guys know how each other play, so you're able to maneuver around it and don't try to. So
I think one other challenge that we had was being that I'd played for a year before she started playing. She was worried that I would at a different level. I mean, you were. And for a little while, it was that the important on her game to get her up to the same level. Now I'm scared.
Yeah. I agree. I think I'm more afraid playing against her than you.
That's one thing that if you're going to play as a couple, you have to know that you might have to unlock one of the other's game to get to
the level you ultimately want to be. Like, definitely. And you were very patient with that. It was really hopeful because I'm like, he's just going to blow right by me. I'm like, you can play tournaments with somebody else. Like, I could be over here and you could be over there. And he's like, no, we're gonna do it together. Yeah, it's amazing. Favorite place to play pickleball?
Yeah.
Like, ever that we've ever played?
Ever, yeah.
Indian Wells, California.
Okay, cool.
why?
beautiful.
The weather was picture perfect.
Oh yeah, California.
And the court's really amazing.
They repaint the lines and it's
This might be the same answer then. Favorite vacation spot?
how could I say no to going to New York?
I think just to answer your question.
You got engaged where?
In New York,
Awesome.
on top of the Empire State Building.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad we got to know you a little bit more on camera too. I've enjoyed the time that we spent on the courts together and playing together and such. Some takeaways for me and things that you highlighted that stuck out in my mind is you got to trust in each other. If you got a partner that you're working on things with, stick together, see if it's going to work out. Don't just do a one and done. Try to build a relationship. Really, really good feedback about what you're doing with your team there with the let's talk about it and decide like what stuff we need to work on together and give each other good feedback and criticism if warranted as well. And that's how a team improves. Start small in tournaments, start at a smaller skill level, work your way up. Make sure you're not jumping into like 4-0 right off the bat.
You guys are some of my two favorite people at List Break, seriously, because you're always smiling when I always walk up.
Except on the court, I'm so.
Oh, yeah, on the court. I'm talking about I haven't gotten to the court yet. It's part of the strategy, right?
Let me do.
Try to get in people's heads.
Walk up to the court. No. But you guys whenever time I see you guys, you could be on the court and I'm walking by and you make that point to say hello. And for me, that's another reason why I love this community. And you guys are great games to play against because you guys, it's like that good mix of intensity and laughter. We can be in a hands battle and the next thing there's like laughter going on, which is like, I don't know anywhere else you can go and have intensity and then have a laugh. And that's like always a good mix. Again, just who you guys are just welcoming individuals that I'm extremely grateful that you guys came on today because there are a lot of couples out there who want to play together or they say to themselves, they can't do it.
Yeah.
And back to the mental side of it, it's just your mental block of saying you can't do it. You really can do it. And I look forward to one day playing in a tournament with Brian.
Or on your MLP team.
Or on an MLP team. Maybe I'll have to go call one of the guys from New York that you guys know and do me a favor. And
You don't want to see them. There's something with the fishes.
But seriously, I appreciate you guys' time because I know it took me about an hour and a half to get set up this morning. But
yes, appreciate your patience.
yeah, thank you with that. And again, thank you for taking
a blast with you.
Yeah. Thanks for having
You did
us.
a great job.
Yeah. It's really
Thank
fun
you.
to watch. I really like
Appreciate it.
I-
We're having fun with it too. It's it's just like when you love the sport so much, it's just easy to do something else that's tied to it.
Yeah.
And we're looking to keep on growing it and having more amazing people like both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being our guest today. We got Brian and Christina from the beautiful Diadem Complex, Rob Dawg from Dawg and Pizzle,
Marc, the Pizzle, and Dawg and Pizzle.
and we're out. Love you all. Have a good day. Peace.
Guys.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
Nice work. Thank you.
Thank you.